everyone, this is Laserdisc fan talking at you. It's been a while since I did my last Laserdisc video. I've been busy for the last year or so. I think it was September since I last did my last video. And as you can see here, I got quite a few stacks of Laserdiscs I've been collecting in the meantime. Yeah, and even though I haven't made any videos, I've still been grabbing Laserdiscs. I'm up to over 800 at this point. Yeah, someone needs to stop me. But anyway, let's get into this collection here. This is my updates that I've gotten so far in the last year or so. Here we go. This is the Hullabaloo Laserdisc. And you see my last update, I had the other Hullabaloos, volumes 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. These are 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good thing about these ones are actually partially in color. Some of the videos are actually in color. So NBC didn't lose all the color videos for their Hullabaloo tapes. No drawback is they're in mono, but what you gonna do? Everything was in mono back then on TV. So, and it's got some good stuff on there, like you know, Jerry Lewis and Playboys, Hollies, Mamas and Papas, Nancy Sinatra. It's got and Herman's Hermits on this one, so it's got a lot of really good stuff on these discs. So glad to grab these. Well, I got these a couple of music laser discs here. 80s tunes, got Erasure and Dream Academy. Nothing to say much about Erasure. This is their music videos for their the greatest hits almost. I only really like 2 of their songs. You know, Chains of Love and Respect. So, but this is a neat one. This is one that is Dream Academy Laserdisc here. It's a compact laser disc, and it was a format that didn't last very long. Pioneer was doing it. Let me take the cover off of this. What it is this has 3 music videos on it. This one has Life in the Northern Town. That's probably their biggest hit. Love Parade and Please, Please, Please Let Me Get What I Want. And the rest of the tracks on here are they're mainly just audio. They're just like the audio soundtrack, the audio of the songs on their album, but with just a picture of the album in the background. So they just want to have like the CD plus their music videos on one disc, which was pretty neat to have, but I mean it didn't really catch on. I think they only made like 10 of these type of discs, so it's yeah, it's weird. And this only has the American music video for Life in the Northern Town. There was 2 of them that they made one for the American market, and they made one for the British market, and this one has the American video on there. So that's pretty cool to have. I mean, it's too bad that idea didn't really catch on. So, alright, what else we got here? This is Rebel Storm. This I got because I remember seeing it on HBO late one night, I think in the 90s, and thought it was a pretty cheesy movie. Wanted to grab it. Also because it has Zach Galligan from Gremlins fame. So, just a post-apocalyptic cheesy movie. Also has John Rhys Davies from from Raiders of the Lost Ark. So yeah, grab that one just because it was only $5. Here we got Inseminoid. This is also known in America as Horror Planet. This Japanese Laserdisc was on eBay for like $5. Buy it now, so I figured, why not? Because $5. Yeah, so this is it's another Alien ripoff, but this one has deal with alien pregnancy and crap like that. So great cheesy movie. This is the LumaVision Special Edition of Boy and His Dog. I actually never saw this movie. I heard a lot of things about it, but just never got around to seeing it. So hope to watch this pretty soon. I think it was Don Johnson's first movie. This is it's a Mad World. This is the Roadshow production, which I think initially this was the only way to get this version because it was longer than most of the other standard versions. I think this was finally released on Blu-ray. I'm not completely sure, but I grabbed this not knowing the Blu-ray was coming out soon. So whatever. Like having Laserdiscs. Here we go. We got Deathstalker 2. A lot of these discs I got from a vendor a guy on Craigslist who was just selling a bunch of lasers for like $1, and I went over there like cleaned them out a lot of his titles. So I got Deathstalker 2 was one of them. Good to have because the Deathstalker movies are cheesy, good, sword and sandal fun. Okay, this is Amazon Women on the Moon. This is a anthology comedy thing. I thought it was pretty funny when I saw it back in the 80s, so glad we got this on Laserdisc. Only, like I said, only $1. Carnival of Souls. This is a great horror movie. I think it was only finally refound in like in the 80s because it was lost for like a long time. And they finally found it, and it was it's one of the scariest movies ever made, according to a lot of people. And another thing about this Laserdisc, it has the Vid America label on it, which was a video releasing company in the 80s. It's always fun to find like different video releasing companies putting stuff on Laserdisc through image and stuff like that, or Pioneer. I just like seeing their labels on the Laserdisc sometimes. All right. Oh, here we go. We got another Russ Meyer title here. I think I almost have all of Russ Meyer's movies on Laserdisc now. I think the only ones I'm missing is Up, Cherry, Harry, and Raquel. I think that would complete my. Oh yeah. Finders Keepers, Lovers Weepers. That's the only title I'm missing now. So we got this is the more Mr. Cheese and Mondo Topless. It's Russ Meyer. You're not really expecting much when you see this stuff. So, just looking for like cheap nudity. Okay, here we go. Here's a couple of Fred Olen Ray titles, which I think I'm closing in and grabbing all of Fred Olen Ray's titles on Laserdisc. So here's Inner Sanctum 2. This is not on DVD. It carries on after Inner Sanctum 1, which, if you got through Inner Sanctum 1, good for you. I mean, that movie made very little sense to me. And this one carries on after it. But they changed the lead actress. I guess the original lead actress didn't want to do another one. I don't blame her. And this is Over the Wire. This one also is not on DVD, and I don't expect it to ever be because it's just one of those cheap straight-to-video type titles. I mean, it might have gotten a release. I have no idea, but I mean, I doubt if it did. This is about some guy hearing about a phone technician hearing about a hit over the phone lines he's working on, hence Over the Wire. So far, what I've seen of it, it looks super cheesy and crappy acting. So, what do you expect? It's Fred Olen Ray. Oh, here we go. This is Sleeping Beauty, the original Laserdisc release in CAV. I got this one because I always read about how Disney, when re-releasing titles, they always retouch the colors. And I want to see. I always want to see what's closest to the original colors look like of the original film look like. In animation, it's so easy to retouch because you got one color in one stat, and you can just retouch that so easily. That's why Disney does it so much. So I got this one because I wanted to compare this to the re-release on Laserdisc to the re-release on DVD and Blu-ray and see how much the colors have changed. I haven't gotten around to doing that. Maybe I'll put it on, make a video for it so everyone can see what the changes are. But yeah, I'm glad to grab this. This one's hard to come by too because most of the time when you see this version on eBay or something like that, it's always the CLV version, not the CAV version. This is the CAV version. It's completely analog too, no digital sound. So the picture may not be all that great, but it's probably the closest I get to the original print that I can see. All right, here's some more music video lasers. This is the Who's Better, Who's Best. Great set of their tunes here. Always like the Who. I'm big in classic rock, so a lot of the great titles on here. It's got Joined Together, one of my favorite ones. Stuff like that. We won't get fooled again. And the video here for Who Are You? It seems like this version of the song, it wasn't just dubbed in. It actually a different recording that you hear on the studio version, which I thought was pretty neat. So glad to grab this. There's another one of those ETV Laserdiscs that I've gotten. These always go for a lot of dollars. I found this one. It was a buy it now for $10, so I jumped on it. All these songs I'm not too familiar with, but I'm familiar with Swing Out Sister and Prince and Saigon Kick, U2, Bon Jovi, Eric Clapton, Guns N' Roses, but never heard that Bad Company tune. I guess it was one of the later songs because I'm only really familiar with earlier Bad Company. So glad to grab that one too. Another music video title, Samantha Fox. Another one I bought on a whim. It was just they're selling it for like $10. I figured, oh, what the hell, why not? 80s tunes. All right, here's another one I picked from that one vendor. This is the Run Group's release of Dracula vs. Frankenstein. This one I got mainly because it's kind of rare. Run Group titles, if I never explained this before, Run Group is one of those releasing companies that was big into restoring a lot of genre titles in the Laserdisc back when Laserdisc was in its heyday, probably in the mid to late in early to mid '90s, and they were the ones the first that released the Lucha Fulci Zombie. The first released that in widescreen in the West, because otherwise the only way you can get it before that was the Japanese Laserdisc, which is really expensive. And yeah, this is one of the ones that Dracula vs. Frankenstein, and this one always got because the cover as well is the same cover that they made for the. It might also be for the poster. I think it was also featured on the original VHS release by, I think it was Super Video. Yeah, I read about it in Horror Hound magazine when they did the video flashback series, and this cover was on their Super Video release. So I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. So glad I grabbed that one. Another one I bought from that vendor. This is Eternal Evil. Don't know much about this video. I just know that's under the Lightning Video label. Another one of those ones that's all about. They had the VHS releases, Lightning Video, and this was distributed by a contract Image to put it on Laserdisc for them. So I don't think this is on DVD. So that's because I don't think too many Lightning Video titles are on DVD. So I grabbed this one just to see if it's collectible at all. This is one I got from a vendor on eBay, Craigslist. It's the Japanese second season, volume 1 of the X-Files. He only wanted $10 for it, so I couldn't pass that up, so I grabbed that. I'm not a huge fan of X-Files, but I did enjoy the show when I did catch it. Problem was, it started on TV right when I joined the Navy, so I never got to watch much of it, so I'm backtracking now to try to catch up as much as I can. Alright, oh, this is the Tin Drum. I just don't know too much about this movie. I remember seeing bits and pieces of it on HBO when I was young. Didn't understand the damn thing, so I figured I'd buy it again, see what I can find, see if it's if I remember much of it. So get around to that. This one I bought off of Yahoo Japan. I can't show much of it because there's some nudity on here. So this is Emmanuel 5. Yeah, I can't show the back either. But yeah, I only got this one because it got Monique Gabrielle in it. I think I got Monique Gabrielle in it, and you know, she's also in Amazon Women on the Moon. So I figured, oh, what the hell. So that on Yahoo Japan for $5, so I figured I'd grab it. This is Ilsa, She-Wolf of the SS. I think most of the Ilsa movies made it to Laserdisc. I'm gonna see if I can grab those. I start collecting those because you know, this is all a lot of fun schlock. You know, if you haven't guessed, I'm in the schlocky movies here. So another thing about this movie is like another one with the video labels. This is American Video. Like I said, finding those out-ass video labels here. Another one I picked for $1. This is Raise the Red Lantern by Zhang Zimu. He also did I Forgot My Concubine, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to get around to seeing this soon. Here we go. This is cover up that. This is Dr. Caligari, another one that's not on DVD. The Creators of Cafe Flesh. Yeah, it's no one's on DVD, so I thought I'd buy it now on eBay for $10. I figured I'd grab it. Haven't got around to it. I heard it's a really weird movie, but just want to get around to seeing this, and then I'll see what decide if I want to keep it or not. And here's another one, Shapiro Glickenhaus Home Video. Never heard that video label before, have you? Neither have I. What is this? Oh, this is what do you call it? Yeah, this is another Monique Gabrielle. I guess I'm going on a big Monique Gabrielle title grabbing at one point. Screen Test. Don't know much about it, just know that Monique Gabrielle's in it, so I figured I'd grab that too. This one, another one, buy it now for like $10 or $15, I believe. That's another one I got from the eBay, the Craigslist vendor for $1. This is the Fog widescreen special edition. Good movie. I mean, I love all of Carpenter's earlier flicks. It's got a lot of supplementary material here, but I'm pretty sure it's all been replicated on the subsequent DVD and maybe well, the thing is, I heard that the HD DVD version that was released in Europe or in France is the best version of the Fog you'll ever find. I've only read this on the Laserdisc database, what you call it, forum, because they also collect HD DVD there because it's something different, I guess. I don't know, but they say it's better. It looks better than the Blu-ray that was released in America and has more supplements. I don't know that for sure. I'll double check and then get back to you guys, let you know. But I'm thinking of getting. I do have a bunch of HD DVDs I bought in like package deals from people when I bought Laserdisc. So I might plunk down the cash for an HD DVD. See what everyone's talking about. Okay, these ones here. This one I got at a thrift shop for $2 because they got a big box load of Laserdiscs from I don't know where they got them from. I think it was a video store closing down. But they had all these really cool titles like this. This is the Long Kiss Goodnight and DTS. Now, as you know, DTS titles on Laserdisc are going for a lot of money because they sound better than the subsequent DVDs. And in some rare cases, better than the subsequent Blu-ray release because the mix was done differently. This is probably the original theatrical DTS mix, whereas the subsequent DVDs and Blu-rays, they probably remixed it for be up front heavy in the front channels and in the center channel, in the front channels, where this one has the proper channel that spreads all the sound around properly. So that's one thing that people still collect DTS Laserdiscs for, is for the proper sound mixes. So this might be, I'm not sure, I can't say for sure, but that's what a lot of people do for the TTS, so that's why I grabbed this one for $2. I mean, DTS title for $2, can't pass that up. Same thing with this one. This is Dragonheart and DTS. I actually never saw this title in total, so I want to get around to seeing this one. I hear it's not that great, but hopefully it sounds good. Okay, yeah, there's another one. This is the Full Monty. This is the video store that closed down that had all these lasers in their video update in New Hampshire. Now the crazy thing is, the thrift shop that I got this from was in Mount Holly, New Jersey. How this got to Mount Holly from New Hampshire, I have no idea, but I was glad to take it off their hands for $2. So, and I've seen bits and pieces of this movie too. I heard it was pretty funny, so I'll get around to watching that. Another one from the thrift shop. This is Good Will Hunting. Never gotten around to watching this completely. I heard it's a good movie. Hopefully it will. Oh yeah, here we go. This is the TTS release of 7. Now, from what I understand, this is the original theatrical sound release of 7. And when they re-released it on DVD in DTS, they actually used the proper bit rate for DTS on DVD at 1,536 kilobits per minute. This one was 1441 kilobits per minute. So the DTS sounds better, but the mix is different. So this is the original theatrical mix. Like no one's gonna care if you listen to the DVDs. The DVD's probably gonna sound amazing, but for some purists, they want the original theatrical mix. So that's what some of this DTS gives you. This Laserdisc gives you. So it's good to have that too. All right, it's also from the thrift shop, Scream 2. I still haven't seen Scream 1, even though I have it on Laserdisc. I still haven't seen it in its entirety, so I'll get around to that. Then I'll watch this too. So I hear it's good stuff. Another one from the thrift shop, 12 Monkeys. I wish I could have found the DTS version, but I can't. So, Terry Gilliam, love it. Thrift shop again. This is El Mariachi, by Robert Rodriguez. I think it was his first movie. Yeah, the debut film for Robert Rodriguez, Collector's Edition, widescreen. Yeah. I actually never saw this. I mean, I've seen Desperado, but I've never seen El Mariachi, so I'll get around to watch that very soon. Okay, this is Halloween 2, Japanese release Laserdisc in widescreen. I think it was one of the Laserdisc database says it was one of the first widescreen Laserdiscs made even in Japan. So it looks really dark and murky, but it is in widescreen. So you have that, and I think the Halloween 2 was never given a widescreen release on Laserdisc in America. So just to be anal about it, I want to have all my Halloweens on Laserdisc here, so I want to get the widescreen one if I'm Japan, but whatever,